Now we discuss the relationship between the zeros and coefficient of a quadratic polynomial. We have p of x equal to, just recall what we learned in the previous class. P of x, polynomial in x equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus etc. plus anx raised to n, where an not equal to 0, where a0, a1, a2 etc. are real numbers. Now we discussed the standard form of a quadratic polynomial also on that day. That is, quadratic standard form of the quadratic polynomial is first x quadra. So it is square, ax square bx plus c, where a not equal to 0, a, b, c belongs to r. That means a, b, c are real numbers. So x square term, x term and the constant here. Now let us find the zeros of p of x. That is equal to 3x square plus 5x minus 2. Here what is a? We can compare with the standard form. On comparing with the standard form, we can see that a equal to 3, b equal to 5 and c equal to negative 2. A coefficient of x square, b coefficient of x and constant is minus 2. Now we have to factorize this one to find the zeros. Last year 9th standard you studied how to split up the middle term, factorization method. So we can factorize by splitting of middle term. Now we have 3x square plus 5x minus 2. How to factorize the expression? That is, we have to think of two numbers whose product is equal to minus 6. From where we get minus 6? Product of these two. That is, we have to split up the middle term in such a way that we have to get the product of the two number as minus 6 and the sum as positive 5. So, first term 3x square. Now we have to split up this 5x. So we have to find two numbers. For that, think of the factors of 6. Which are the factors of 6? 1 into 6, 6. 2 into 3, also 6. Now let us see, product is minus 6. To get the product minus 6. Here also we get 6. Here also we get 6. But product must be minus 6. Product minus 6 means one must be positive and other must be negative. Now let us recall the concept of integers. Positive 3 into positive 2, we get positive 6. Negative 2 into negative 3, we get positive 6. Product of two positive integer is always positive. Product of two negative integer is always positive. How to add two positive integers? So positive integer plus positive, that is positive always. Negative plus negative is also, while adding we put negative sign. But when you add a positive integer and a negative integer, we find the difference of the two numbers, that is without their sign, absolute value. We just find the difference of their absolute value and put the sign of the greater. So find the difference, 3 and 1, that is 2, and put the sign of the greater number, that is positive. So positive 3 plus negative 1 is 2. Whereas if it is minus 3 plus 1, see the difference, 2 but the sign of the greater number is negative. So minus 3 plus 1 is equal to minus 2. So this is what the concept of integers. Positive into positive always positive, negative into negative always positive, positive plus positive always positive, negative plus negative, negative only. Then different sign. When you add two integers with a different sign, you find the difference and put the greater sign. So minus 3 plus 1, find the difference. 2 we get sign of the greater number. Okay. Now we come back to the question itself. Now we have to think of two numbers. We get, 2 gave the product as minus 6 and sum as positive 5. We think of the factors of 6. We have 1 and 6, 2 and 3. So among this, which one will give you the sum as positive 5? So here negative, product negative means the sign must be different. So if you give here positive and here negative, will you get the sum as positive? No. So we think of the sign here. What is the, we see the sign here. See the sum, sign of the sum positive. So we give here positive and here negative. So that 1 into positive is minus 1 into positive 6 is minus 6, and the sum of these two, while adding a negative integer and a positive integer, we get positive 5. So 3x square plus 6x minus x minus 2. Now from these two we take the common factor out. We have 3x. What is left? If you take 3x from 3x square, what is left over there? That is x. From 6 we took 3 out, so balance remaining is 2. That is 6 means it is 3 into 2. 6 means it is 3 into 2. We have taken 3 here, so left over 2. X is already taken here. Then from this common factor is minus 1. Okay, minus 1 into x. From minus, if you take minus sign out, it becomes positive. So minus 1 into x plus 2. This is the common factor here. So x plus 2 into 3x minus 1. So when we get, or to find the zeros of a polynomial, we have to equate this to 0. That is, when the polynomial becomes equal to 0, that is when x plus 2 equal to 0 or 3x minus 1 equal to 0. That is, p of x becomes 0 when x plus 2 equal to 0 or 3x minus 1 equal to 0 or x equal to minus 2. Here we get 3x equal to 1 and x is equal to 1 by 3. Now, once again, 3x square plus 5x minus 2. We split the middle term 5x, that is 6x minus x, because 6 minus 1, that is positive 5. So take common factor out, 3x into x plus 2 minus 1 into x plus 2. Now again common factor is there, x plus 2 into 3x minus 1. Now x plus 2 equal to 0 or 3x minus 1 equal to 0. So x equal to minus 1 and x is equal to 1 by 3. Now let us find, now how many zeros we got? 2 0. Yes, a quadratic polynomial has maximum 2 zeros. So one of the 0 is minus 2 and the other 0 is 1 by 3. Now sum of the zeros, that is minus 2 here, minus 2 plus 1 by 3. How to find the sum? That is minus 2 into 3 minus 6 plus 1 by 3, that is equal to minus 5 by. Now product of the zeros. Minus 2 into 1 by 3, that is equal to minus 2 by 3. Now this is the sum of the zero and product of the zeros. Now let us see what is the relation connecting this sum and the coefficient of the polynomial. Now you can just see that here it is minus, what is 5 in the polynomial it. Now product of the zeros. Minus 2 into 1 by 3, that is equal to minus 2 by 3. Now this is the sum of the zero and product of the zeros. Now let us see what is the relation connecting this sum and the coefficient of the polynomial. Now you can just see that here it is minus, what is 5 in the polynomial it is. Now minus 5 is the coefficient of x. Coefficient of x, and this 3 is the coefficient of x square, or it is equal to coefficient of x. Coefficient of x we have taken it as and here sum of the zero is equal to minus 5 by 3. Then we can connect this with the coefficient. Let us see what is it. So here already one minus sign is there. 5. What is 5 in our polynomial? As it is b. Y. What is 3 in the polynomial? That is a. So we get it as minus b by a. So here we can see that the sum of the zero is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, that is equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. So this is the relation between the sum of the zeros and the coefficient. Now see the product of the zeros. Product of the zeros we got it as minus 2 by 3. Now let us see what is 2 minus 2 in the polynomial expression. Minus 2 is c. Okay, c by a. 3 is a. So c by a. That means the product of the zero is constant divided by coefficient of x square. Okay, now we can generalize that if we have two zeros of a polynomial, the sum of the zero equal to minus b by a and the product of the zeros is c by a. Then we can say alpha and beta are the zeros. Alpha and beta are Greek letters. We can consider it as a constant. So alpha, beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. Then sum of the zero alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. Okay, so sum of the zero minus b by a. And the product of the zeros alpha beta equal to c by a. So make a note on this. Now let us do some more questions. This is how the question come for the exam. That is, find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomial and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. So let us see. P of x, we have P of x equal to x square minus 2x minus 8. Now we have to factorize this one to find the zeros and equate to 0. So let us factorize it. X square minus 2x minus 8. So first, after writing the polynomial, just write what is the coefficients a. What is a here? Coefficient of x square is 1. b equal to minus 2. This is coefficient of x and c equal to minus 8. Here see coefficient of x square, there is nothing, that means it is 1. So coefficient of x square, that is a equal to 1, b equal to minus 2 and c equal to minus 8. Now let us factorize x square minus 2x minus 8. We have to split up the middle term to get the product of the number, as we have to think of two numbers. To get the product as minus 8 into 1 minus 8. So we must get the product as minus 8 and sum as minus 2. Now think of two numbers whose product is minus 8 and sum is minus 2. So for that we have to take, or we have to consider the factors of 8. Which are the factors of 8? 1 into 8, 2 into 4. Among this, which one we can choose from here? So 1 and 8 if you add or subtract, you will not get 2. So take 4 and 2. Now we have to decide the sign, what it is. What is the sign? So product is minus 8. Product negative means the sign of the two number must be different. So one is positive and other is negative, as the product is negative. Then look at the sum. Sum is negative, so the greater number must be given minus sign. So 2 into minus 4 equal to minus 8. When you find the sum of 2 and minus 4, you can see the different sign. Adding, find the difference, put the greater sign. So here we get minus 2. Now let us see x square minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. So from these two we take x out common, x minus 4, x is taken out. So from these two we take 2 out, x minus 4, so that x minus 4 into x plus 2. Now again the polynomial becomes equal to 0 when x minus 4 equal to 0 or x plus 2 equal to 0. So we get x is equal to 4 or x is equal to minus 2. Again, we will find the sum of the 0. That is, now we can mark it as, first we already introduced a letter. So, alpha equal to 4. One of the 0 you can take it as alpha. So, let alpha equal to 4 and beta equal to minus 2. So, when you say the sum, find the sum of the 0. Sum of the 0, alpha plus beta. What is it? 4 plus minus 2, that is equal to positive 2. Again, positive and negative integer. While adding positive integer and negative integer, find the difference. Put the greater sign. The sign of the greater number. So it is positive 2. And what is the product? Product is alpha beta. Product is alpha beta. Alpha beta means alpha into beta. So that is equal to minus 8. P of x equal to 4x square minus 4x plus 1. We have to find the zeros of this again. Verify the relationship. So same process we can do. You can try yourself. Now again factorizing. Splitting of middle term. To get the product as positive 4, sum as minus 4, product is 1 1 into 4. Product of this 1 into 4. Sum is minus 4. What are the numbers? You can think that is 2 and 2. If you take the product is 4 and sign is here positive. That means there are two possibilities. Both the number can be positive or both the number can be negative. But if you take both the number positive, you will never get the sum as negative. So we have to take here both digit as negative. So here we can say that 4s square minus 2s minus 2s plus 1. That is again common factor out. Minus 1 out. So if you don't write nothing also no problem. If you don't write anything means that is 1 here. So 1 into 2s minus 1. That is again common factor 2s minus 1. 2s. It is taken. If it is taken means there is 1 left over. That is again we can say that p of x equal to 0 when 2s minus 1 equal to 0. Again 2s minus 1 equal to 0. There are 2s equal to 1, s equal to 1 by 2. Here also we get the same answer. So let us take alpha equal to 1 by 2 and beta is also 1 by 2. Again we can go for doing the same step. Alpha plus beta we can find out. Sum alpha plus beta equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is 2 by 2 equal to 1, and the product of the 0 we get alpha beta, that is 1 into 1 by 2, that is again okay. Now find what is minus b by a. See that we get the same, and c by a 1 by 4. Now see what is minus b by a. Minus b by a equal to minus already minus sign is there. Then what is b here? B is again minus 4. B is minus 4. So minus of minus 4 divided by what is a? A is 4. So minus of minus 4 is 4 by 4 equal to 1. Now c by a. What is c by a? C is 1. So 1 by a is 4. 1 by a. Now we get alpha plus beta. This is equal to alpha plus beta, and this is equal to alpha beta. Now alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. Alpha beta equal to c by a. Here you have another question. Same process. P of x equal to px 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. We have to find the zeros and verify the relationship. Now see that whether it is in the standard form. Is it in the standard form? No. You can see that x square term, after that constant, then x term. So let us rearrange it. 6x square minus 7x minus 3. This is for the standard form. So 6x square minus 7x minus 3. So let us take what is a. What is a? 6. What is b? Minus 7. And what is c? It is minus 3. Again factorize the splitting of middle term. Split up 7 to get the product as 6 into 3 minus product is minus 18 and the sum is minus 7. So comes, what are the numbers to give? Product as minus 18 and sum as minus 7. Think of the factors of 18 again. Think of the factors of 18 again. We have different factors. 3 commas 1 into 18, okay, that is there. Then 3 into 6 is there. Then 2 into 9 is there. So among this, which one we choose? 3 and 6. Whatever you do with 3 and 6, you will not get 7. But there is a relationship here, 2 and 9. Difference is 7. So, now look at this sign of the sum. It is negative. So greater number you have to give negative sign. See, as the product is negative, the numbers must be of different sign. So one is positive, other is negative. See this negative looking into the sum, sign of the sum. That will be here. What is the sign of the middle term? That must be for the greater number. Okay. Now we have 6x square minus 9x plus 2x minus 3. Now we have to take common factor. What is common in both? 6 and 9. 3 is common, okay? X square is here, x. So x is also common. So that means 3x is common. So after taking 3x from 6x square, we get from 6, if you take out 3, you get 2. From x square, x is come. So 2x. Now 3 into 2x and x into x is x square. Again from 9, 3 is taken out. So minus is there, 3 plus here nothing is taken out. That means nothing is there to take. That means 1 is common. 1 into 2x minus 3. That is 2x minus 3 into 3x plus 1. Now for getting the polynomial, it is equal to 0. P of x becomes 0 when 2x minus 3 equal to 0 or 3x plus 1 equal to 0. 2x is equal to 3, x equal to 3 by 2. Or 3x equal to negative 1, x is equal to negative 1 by 3. So we get 2 zeros. Again, let alpha equal to 3 by 2 and beta equal to minus 1 by 3. Again find the sum of the 0 alpha plus beta. 3 by 2 plus minus 1 by 3. Cross product. 3 into 3 is 9. Minus 1 into 2 is minus 2. Product of this 6. 9 plus minus 2. Again see the positive and negative integer while adding. See the difference between the numbers. 7. But the greater number, the greater sign, that is positive. Answer is 7 by 6. Now the product of the 0 alpha beta. 3 by 2 into minus 1 by 3. 3 you can get in cancel. So 1 by 2. Alpha beta is 1 by 2. Now see, just be careful while adding this cross product. 3 into 3, 9. Minus 1 into 2, minus 2. Then denominator will be the product of the denominators. 2 into 3, 6. 3 into 3, 9. Minus 1 into 2, minus 2 by 6. Now, actually we have alpha plus beta we found, that is minus b by a. Verify. Minus b by a. What does it? Minus b. B here it is negative 7. So, negative 7 put in bracket by a. What does a here? 6. Okay. So it is minus of minus 7 positive. Minus of minus, it is positive. 7 by 6. So here minus b by a 7 by 6. Alpha plus beta also 7 by 6. So alpha plus beta and minus b by a are equal. Verified. 7 by 6. Here also 7 by 6. Again product is c by a. What is c by a? C. What is c? Minus 3. What is a here? 6. So again if you simplify this one, we get minus 1 by 2. And look at alpha beta. Alpha beta is minus 1 by 2. Then c by a is also 1 by 2. So alpha beta and c by a. Alpha beta and c by a are the same. Alpha beta is same as c by a. Come to the next question. P of x equal to x square minus 15. Now we have to find the zeros. Can start doing now. A is 1, coefficient of x square is 1. What is b? Coefficient of x, there is nothing. So we write here 0. What is c? Constant, minus 15. Now let us factorize it. X square minus 15. We cannot split up the middle term. Can you use any of the identity here? Now this time we have to recall the identity back, because we know that we studied some of the identities like a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square is there. Now we try to write this in this form, that is a square minus b square form. What is the factors of a square minus b square? We have, it is a minus b into a plus b. I think that can you write like this in the form of a square minus b square? Yes, this can be written as x square minus root 15 square. Root 15 square is 15, because root x the whole square is x. So if it is 5, we can write it as root 5 square. Here we have x square minus root 15 the whole square. Now we'll come to the form. So it is x minus root 15 into x plus root 15. Now for getting the polynomial becomes 0. Polynomial becomes 0 when x minus root 15 equal to 0 or x plus root 15 equal to 0. We get x is equal to 15 and x is equal to minus root 15. Again we find the sum, alpha plus beta, sum of the zeros. Alpha equal to 15, alpha equal to root 15 and beta equal to minus root 15. Alpha plus beta is root 15 plus minus root 15, we get 0. Alpha beta we get as equal to 15. Let us see what is alpha plus beta is it? Minus b by a. S minus b by a is, minus b means it is, here b is 0. So 0 by 1, that is again 0. Then c by a. C by a means c is minus 50 by 1. Again it is minus 50. Alpha beta. So here it is minus. Alpha beta equal to minus. Positive into negative, it is negative. Here c by a we got minus 15. So now alpha beta and c by a is same. The type of polynomial, that is 4x square plus 8x. Here a equal to 4, b equal to 8 and c equal to 0. A we factorize this. When we factorize this polynomial, 4x square plus 8x. Here also no need of splitting up middle term. We can take the common factor out. What is common here? Common is 4x, x plus 4x. If you take from 4x square, we get x. 4x into x, 4x square. Then 8, 4 is taken out. X is also come here. So now it is x plus 2. 4x into x plus 2. Again, p of x equal to 0 when 4 cannot be equal to 0. X can be equal to 0 or x plus 2 can be equal to 0. So x equal to 0 or x equal to minus 2. These are the zeros. Now alpha equal to 0, beta equal to minus 2. Now the sum of the zeros, alpha plus beta, 0 plus minus 2, that is equal to minus 2. Alpha beta, 0 into minus 2 equal to 0. Now we will see what is minus b by a. Minus b is 8 by a is 1, 4. A 8 by 4, that is equal to minus 2s. Alpha plus beta is, alpha plus beta is minus 2 and minus b by a is also minus 2. Okay, answer is verified.